Most tools designed for time anxiety make it worse. They add countdowns, streaks, one more thing to check. None of them ask the actual question, not how much time do you have, but how threatening does time feel right now? That's the question Chronosphere was built to answer. Meet Nadia, 9 a.m., one meeting at 10. Objectively a manageable Tuesday, but her chest is already tight. She's switched app 3 times in 90 seconds. Her scroll is fast. Her typing is faster. Her calendar isn't the problem. Her clock is just too loud. Chronosphere runs passively in the background, reading a composite signal we call the Temporal Arousal Index. Behavioral micropatterns like scroll velocity, typing speed, and app switching, with brief self-report anchors that let you confirm what the data flags. Not a stress tracker with a new name, a sensor specifically calibrated for how loud your internal clock feels, a signal that has never existed as a product before. When the passive signal spikes, Chronosphere doesn't send a notification. It surfaces one quiet question. Does time feel tight right now? No alarm, no urgency added to urgency, just a moment of naming, which is already half the intervention. At any moment, Nadia can tap one button. How long was that? She guesses how long she's been in her last task. The app shows her what actually passed. That gap between felt time and real time is the distortion, and now it has a number. This is the distortion clock, 8 orbital lanes, each one a different part of our day. The outer ring is a 24-hour reference scale. Each inner lane holds an activity. The dash inner ring traces how time was felt across all of them. Watch the deep focus window, 9 a.m. to 12 p.m., 3 hours of real time. Felt like 90 minutes. That gap, that's the distortion. And now it has shape, a lane, a record. Dragging the clock hand moves through the day. Each zone activates, showing what was a schedule and how it was actually experienced. Here, during deep focus, time compressed. The inner ring collapses inward. Here, during back-to-back meetings, time stretch. The perceived ring pushes out beyond the actual. This isn't a productivity report. It's a map of where her nervous system was and where it wasn't. On Sunday, Ravi opens his presence report. He's a senior PM 3 years into burnout. Days bleed into nights. Weeks evaporate. He used to know what day it was. Chronosphere shows him his temporal weather for the week. Not when he was productive, but when he was present. Thursday at 3 p.m. has the highest presence signal of his entire week. He doesn't remember it, but it happened. He was there. For moments when the clock gets too loud, Chronosphere offers 3 tools, each grounded in peer-reviewed research. A breathing exercise activating the parasympathetic nervous system through the insula, the brain's primary timekeeping region. A grounding anchor, a brief sensory shift that expands felt duration both in the moment and in memory. And reframe, a look back at how your last stressful window actually turned out. No urgency language anywhere, no countdown in insight. A tool that measures anxiety must never create it. All behavioral data is processed on device. Nothing leaves without explicit consent. You set your own sensitivity, whisper, steady, or loud. You tell the app which context to listen in. No streaks, no badges, no completion pressure. And if the temporal arousal index says critically elevated with no sign of recovery, Chronosphere surfaces a mental health resource. Not an alert, a quiet suggestion, because some signals need a human, not an app. Chronosphere doesn't give you more time. It gives you back the time you already have by quieting the clock that's been drowning it out. Chronosphere, a quieter relationship with time.